One thing that's really popular among Republicans right now is to take positions and support policy ideas that are really common to parts of the world that we often don't aspire to be like. By we, I mean these very Republicans don't. And also that are playing coy with the ideas and policies of extreme dictators and authoritarians. And the latest idea is that Donald Trump has been on a kick about executing drug dealers, putting drug dealers to death. Trump has now started fundraising off of this idea. He talks about it regularly at his rallies. So let's start there. Here's just one example. Trump has seized on this because I guess some in the crowd seem to kind of like it.
They kill 500 people during a lifetime. And I think it's much worse than that. I think that's only what we hear about. It would stop. If you didn't get it down 75, 80, 90% from day one, I'd be surprised. And these committees that they set up, it's laughable. It's a horrible thing. We would solve that problem so fast. And I'm calling on Republicans and Democrats immediately to get to Washington and institute the death penalty for drug dealers. You will no longer have a problem.
There it is. Kill the drug dealers. And as you all probably know by now from years of following this guy, when he seizes on something, he really seizes on it. And of course, the ideal thing would be, can I make some money off of it? And indeed, Donald Trump is now sending out fundraising emails about this. DonaldJTrump.com sent out an email called The Death Penalty. And when you look inside the email, it's another one of these fake polls. And what I mean by that is it looks like a poll. They want you to take a survey, but it's actually a fundraising pitch. Do you agree that drug dealers should face the death penalty? Yes or no? Thank you, Team Trump. Take the survey now. You know, capital punishment for drug trafficking is something that some countries do have. Now, it's rarely because you got caught selling some pot on the street, but there are countries that have extremely severe punishments for drug dealing and drug trafficking. But I'm going to tell you what some of those countries are. And they are typically countries that Republicans say are backwards. This is what they say. Republicans say these are backwards countries that the U.S. should not be trying to be like. These are the countries that have the death penalty, capital punishment for drug trafficking. They include Bahrain and Bangladesh, Egypt, Iran and Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Libya, North Korea, Qatar, Pakistan, Syria. You get the idea. These are not exactly countries that Republicans say should be the guiding light for how the United States should operate. And the sort of, I don't know that I want to call it funny, the sad thing to some degree is that many of the ideas that Republicans like are only seen in these authoritarian type countries, often Muslim authoritarian countries. You know, when right wingers sort of are titillated by this idea of Christian nationalism, a Christian version of Sharia law, and a total melding of their religion and civil government. The countries that are like that tend to be countries Republicans don't like, right? I mean, it's Saudi Arabia, it's Iran, you get the picture. And so when you say to Republicans, the models for what you're talking about are these countries, well, no, those countries are no good. But here it would be good if we did it. But it's because this would be with Christianity that we would do it. They're doing it with Islam. Shockingly, more and more Republican ideas sound like the ideas of these authoritarian dictatorial countries. And now Donald Trump has seized on let's kill drug dealers. And by the way, this idea of every drug dealer kills 500 people, it's absurd. I mean, it's truly absurd. Nobody has been able to actually find any evidence backing that up. And now Donald Trump is trying to fundraise off of it. I often have a very hectic schedule, and I don't always have the time to plan the exact nutrition of all of my meals. But our sponsor, Athletic Greens, just makes it easy to make sure I'm getting the nutrients I want. I've been using it for almost a year now, and it's great. AG1 by Athletic Greens is a delicious plant-based blend of 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and probiotics from whole food sources. If I have just one small scoop of AG1 a day, I know I'm getting the nutrition and nutrients that I want that support all of the things that are important to me. The only alternative would be to take 20 different vitamin pills and things every day. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. AG1 is super tasty. You can put it in a smoothie. I drink it straight. I just like the veggie taste of it. Achieving good nutrition and feeling your best does not have to be complicated. You can make AG1 part of your daily routine the way I have done. When you go to athleticgreens.com/Pacman, you will get a 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs. The link is down below.